I would call it. But just to throw back for one sec. So because of this opening of this creativity chakra, that's where I became an artist. I dropped out of the corporate world and I dedicated myself, and I started painting, and people said, can I buy that? I'm like, wow, I've never created something with my own hands that someone wanted to buy. So I've done over 1,100 paintings now in 10 years. And most of them I've sold. So that in that aspect, it's been pretty good. So going into this meditation, yeah, so it's the one that everyone's doing around the world. We did it on the first date. I can't remember what day that was. Was that March 1st or when did we first do it?
I think it was back in, didn't we do it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. March 21st.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Greg does host meditations almost daily on Zoom. So if you are interested, his email address is artbygam@gmail.com. Send them an email and maybe you can join us for one night.
Yeah, I'll just type some of the stuff up and I'll just put it up on there. Okay, so the idea of this meditation is to heal the world from this virus. Now you can look at the virus as being an evil energy, or it could be a spirit, if you want to look at it that way. I mean, there's the biology aspect of it, right? That, oh, it's made up of a virus and it has cells in the nucleus. It doesn't, because it's RNA. Well, anyways, there's that living aspect to it. And there's also that aspect that it could be it's man-made from a laboratory. And if that's true, then with that intention of the making it, can put that negative energy into it. So it could be deemed to be an evil spirit, if that makes any sense. So if you're used to meditating, put yourself in a normal meditation position, whatever that may be.
I'm starting it now.
Yeah, we're starting it now, right?
Yeah. Did you want to put on your music?
Yep, I was going to do that in a second. And if you're not used to meditating, you can just either lay down on the ground in a comfortable position or sit in a chair. Just make sure that your spine is straight. That's the main thing, because you want the Kundalini to be able to move, right, the energy in your system, per se. And I'll just put some background music in. And then when I'm not talking, believe it or not, I don't usually talk very much, you'll have the music. And so listen to the music as part of the meditation as well. As you listen to the music, the first thing we need to do is to get grounded. The best way to get grounded is to visualize roots growing out of the bottom of your feet or legs, or if you're laying down, it could be the total backside of you, into the ground, into the cement, through the cement, to the sand, and into the rock, and all the way into the middle of the universe, or the earth rather. Now I would like you to take 5 clearing breaths. So breathe into your nose and push the air down into your lower tummy like a balloon. Hold it for a second and then slowly breathe it out. Exhale through your mouth. Try to put your tongue at the top of your mouth as it completes that particular circuit. Now for those who aren't used to this kind of meditation, what you can focus on is white light, healing white light coming into the universe, covering you and everyone else and everything on the planet Earth. This healing white light to get rid of the virus. So what we'll start with is we'll state our intention. This meditation is a tool to shift the planet into the most optimal timeline, and as a tool to completely remove the coronavirus. As you listen to the music, I want you to visualize a pillar of brilliant white light emanating from the cosmic central sun. Then being distributed to essential suns of all galaxies in the universe. Then visualize this light entering through the galactic central sun when going through our galaxy, then entering our solar system and going through all beings of light inside our solar system, and then through all beings on planet Earth, and also through your body to the center of the Earth. Visualize all this light transmuting all remaining coronavirus on Earth, disinfecting all infected areas on the planet, healing all the patients, removing all the fear associated with the epidemic, and restoring stability. Visualize the course of events on planet Earth shifting into the most positive timeline possible, shifting away from all pandemics, epidemics, away from all wars, away from all global domination, away from the deep state controlling the planet, away from child abuse and child sexual and adult slavery or sexual exploitation, away from the medicine that makes us more sick than better, away from the food full of genetically modified organisms, away from chem sprays that are polluting our skies and blocking the sun, stopping the photons for activating our DNA for us to move to a higher vibration or to ascend, away from the 5G network without testing it properly to make sure it's not going to affect our DNA or anything else with electromagnetic waves, away from social control where the mass media wants us to think and behave a certain way, away from not understanding each other, not giving the other person an opportunity to explain themselves and to talk or agree, just to disagree, away from judging people without knowing what they're all about, away from these other aspects that are destroying our planet, away from the deep state operatives trying to control our money rather than going back into the gold standard and away from the petrodollar, away from the oil industry and other contaminants of the world, and allowing all this so-called classified energy sources to be released, anti-gravity devices, a little box that is free that gives you energy for your house for the rest of your life. The deep space program where there's these massive ships kilometers long and working with different extraterrestrials. Let all this come to light. We are strong enough, we can handle this. Now visualize the course of events on planet Earth shifting into the most positive timeline possible. Visualize white, pink, blue, and golden light, healing all inequalities, erasing all poverty, and bringing abundance to all humanity. Visualize a new grand cosmic cycle of Age of Aquarius, beginning bringing pure light, love, and happiness to all beings on Earth. And now, we will sit in meditation for the next 10 minutes and focus on this beautiful white healing light running through our bodies into the earth and spreading it all across for all humanity and all plants and surfaces that can be affected, and clearing it and disinfecting everything. Namaste. As we approach the end of the meditation, I would like you to consider how beautiful you feel at this point, and remember, anytime you're stressed out, you can always come back to these feelings. Now, as your spiritual body comes back to your physical body, I want you to shake your arms and your legs off, and your neck and your shoulders, and slowly open your eyes and come back to the meditation group. Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah, so every time we do a meditation, I always have a different experience. I know the last couple times I've fallen dead asleep. Wake up and the Zoom meeting is still going, but everybody's gone, and I'm thinking, what the hell? But we did a meditation last night where you asked us to visualize a samurai standing over us who's going to like cut our head off if we don't focus our intent, which I thought was a really cool exercise.
Thanks. Oh, you froze. My lips are moving, but I can't understand what you're saying.
Greg, you're still sharing your screen.
Are you back? Yeah. Can you see the screen with the
Yeah, I
information?
can see it. Can I interact with it?
Sure.
Is it working?
What are you trying to do with it? Talk to it?
She's typing.
Trying to make a new friend.
Oh, can you type on my screen?
I don't know.
High tech.
Can I?
I don't think so.
No, I can't.
You can add something to it.
Do you like there was a TV show back in the 90s called Ghost Rider, and it was about the spirit that possessed a computer and would communicate with a group of preteens, and they would solve mysteries together.
Was that a movie or a
No, it was a TV series.
I remember a movie, something like that before. What do I want to say? Oh, yeah. If you're looking at open your Kundalini, hopefully it won't happen the same way with me. You really need to have a guru or a teacher to guide you along the way, something that I lacked. And I realized all the mistakes I'd made, especially with doing the yoga on top of it. It actually made it even stronger. I was doing half an hour headstands, meditating on my head for half an hour a day, which probably wasn't a good thing to do since I'm not the young stud I used to be back in the day when I was in martial arts. So I thought I could do these things, but obviously they had a detrimental effect on my body. So do we have a minute? Are we finished?
Yeah, we have about 10 minutes left.
Leave that up for a minute. Okay. I just want to do just a little saying that when you do, I just read the first line, and either you can repeat out loud to yourself or inside your head, you can repeat the line. And it's basically to just make sure that we're in the present. Remember I had said that even though you're accessing memories from the past, or you're thinking about what we call future pacing, what you're going to be doing in the future, it's still happening now in the present. So the only thing that exists is now. So the more you can start to, as Eckhart Tolle says, the more you can be present here, the more your life changes, because you realize that this is the only thing there is. So why would you want to do anything to affect it? Like what's the sense of being lost in memories when the only thing that really matters is what's happening at this particular time right now? So if you're laying down or just in a meditation position still, just this little saying that we do, I would say majority of the meditations went this way. So there's no one to see. There's no place to go. There's no one to meet. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to gain. And there's nothing to lose, as everything is perfect in this moment as it is. I thank my higher self. I thank my ancestors. And I thank those of the future. I also thank the universe for providing me the opportunity to learn vital lessons during these difficult times. I will look upon these vital lessons with a positive attitude and a loving heart. And I will handle all situations with love, compassion, and confidence. Namaste. Thank you.
I want to take a moment to thank you both for coming on today to talk about Reiki meditation, your art, and doing the meditation. Really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us, Nicole, and human people.
People, human people.
Human people.
Well, that was the joke between Natalia and I. Natalia is my business partner and friend who runs Human People with me. So we were just talking about, well, what are we going to name this thing? And we were talking about, I'm human, but she's definitely not human. There's no way. She's totally an incarnated alien being.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with that one.
Yeah, she's not from here.
Very special extraterrestrial person.
I find people who have a lot of stomach conditions, actually, I just want to interject, that I think that they're not from here. This is the reason why we don't like the food here, and we have issues with the food here. So just an observation I thought, because I've had that issue too all my life.
Are you also an extraterrestrial?
I have been told that I'm from Vega, yeah. So, and Vega people, they like their hair color and they like to dance around and be very fairy-like, so, which is very much my personality. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you again.
And I think Greg is an Arcturian.
Okay. Arcturian?
Yeah, I think so. He's like the big, warrior guy, So, yeah.
Okay.
Look how your face lights up when you say that.
The Arcturians are known to be extremely intelligent and good looking and very special.
Genius, prolific.
Yes. Okay, thank you for having us, Nicole.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.